guys, and I'm here for you today with the 4th installment of our Designing for WordPress series. This is a series that's been much anticipated and wanted for a long time by many of my viewers and subscribers. So I'm finally creating it. What we're doing in this series is actually we're building a WordPress theme, but we're building the actual theme that will be used live on my personal website, tom-rogers.com. So these videos get really long. The last one was over an hour. The one before that was an hour and 20 minutes. So I'm not going to rehash anything we did in those tutorials, because if I did that, unfortunately the videos would just get even longer. So I encourage you, if you are just coming to watch this video now, please go back and watch the other series, so you'll understand what we do and really get the full spectrum of my advice, because this is a really detailed series for those of you that are interested. So with that said, let's go on to the next bit. So this is looking really good now. One thing I noticed when I was looking is that the margins are up. So if we go into the CSS, we've got margin applied. We've got no margin applied to wrapper. First thing. We've got padding applied to the wrapper, and but no padding applied to the main content area. What we're going to do is move. No, actually, just in the short term, what we're going to do is add some margin to the wrapper. So we want top and bottom margins, so we can just change this digit. And I'm gonna set it to 20 pixels, just to give a bit of a buff zone on the website. And that's made it go strange. Let's see what we did wrong. I put a closing. The auto is what makes it centered, so it's important that the auto is part of the property. And now we've got a little buffer zone on the wrapper. The next thing we're going to do is add some padding to the sidebar, because if you can see, this content is really close to the edge. So while we're doing this, we're going to pay for a mistake we made earlier, and we're going to take the padding off the wrapper and add it to the main content area. So the main content area's got some padding, and the sidebar's got some padding. To do this effectively, we may have to resize some different elements. So we're going to leave some padding on the wrapper. At least I think we are. But we'll have to wait and see. We're gonna definitely add some padding to the main content area of 5 pixels, and to this sidebar 5 pixels. And as I suspected, that did indeed mess with our layout. So if we scroll down all the way to the bottom, we can see that unfortunately our sidebar has been pushed to the bottom, but it's okay, we can rectify it. We're just gonna make the main content area smaller until we've got enough room to fit it in. So to do things like that live on the page, I use Firebug like I have in previous tutorials. So that's the wrapper we need there. If we target the wrapper for now, change the size of the main content area, just nudge it down until it fits in. If we go back up, and then I'm just going to put it down to 65, and then that gives us, like I said, a nice buffer zone. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that. So not 5% off, just give us some breathing room. What next? Well, I noticed the header was out of line with the main content. That is due to a difference in margins. At least I believe it's slightly out of line. Maybe not. Next, I don't know why there's bullet points next to the users' names, but we need to get rid of those. We're just going to add in this style, none. So save that and refresh. And the bullet points are gone, so that's a good thing there. It's because of this, the margin we set on the wrapper, that the sidebar is outlined. So we're gonna do what we did in the navigation, and we're just gonna go over, look at our navigation. So our menu element, and we put a negative margin of minus 10 pixels on the left and the right. So we'll duplicate that for our sidebar.
It's 17:30.
Margin, nothing on top and bottom, minus 10 on the left and the right. We're gonna save that. refresh and it's pushed over, so we've got no problems there. What next? Let's see. Well, for one thing, we've got this rather underwhelming tagline here, so let's jazz that up a little bit. For the sidebar that's in the list, for the list that's in the sidebar, I'm gonna set and we're gonna set some negative. We're gonna set some negative margins. So, sorry, we're gonna change the line height to auto. So there's no awkward spaces. Info, list items, line height. Is it equal to a more normal line height, so there's not space in between the list. And if we refresh over here, we see the effect of that, and it looks a little bit nicer. No big deal. Now I think we're gonna edit this tagline a bit because it looks a little underwhelming at the moment. So we want to go where our header stuff is. Header. Because remember we put in an emphasis tag. We're also gonna we'll have that as font size 22 pixels and text transform lowercase. We'll also change the letter space a little bit to, let's say, 4 pixels. So just make it look a little bit distinct. obviously that's not my website tagline either, but this is just a demo site, so I haven't bothered to change it. I don't think we'll change that for now. The next thing we're gonna do is put my logo in. So I'm just gonna go ahead off camera, prepare the logo. Actually, I've got them here. So I should be able to find. Oh no, actually, I will go off camera because there's some pictures of my family members in these photos as well. So see you in a minute, guys. Back, and I've got this file here, logo.png, which is what we're gonna use. It's not the best picture ever, but it's the best one I could find. So I'll use it for now, and then hope to find something else later. So we're gonna upload it, or just stick it in our theme directory. But first, we're gonna create an images folder. Images. Put it in there. Now we need to go back to our header.php file and link to it. Now let's get into another kind of WordPress concept, because things in WordPress are linked to from because the header file header.php gets included on every page. The location of where you are when you visit that page is always different. So yeah, when defining URLs, you have to use special things. So we're gonna do image, and we're gonna say the source is blog info, and then the parameter we're going to pass it is theme directory. What that's going to ensure is that wherever we are in the theme, wherever we are on the site, this is going to get put in. It's going to find where this is, this theme, and put in the correct URL so that we can make relative calls to this URL. So we're going to say theme directory / images / logo .png. Not forgetting to give alt tags. all equals logo, and then close off that image. Come back over and refresh. And it hasn't found anything. Let's try and figure out why that is. I'm just going to pause while I do that. Okay, to be honest, I'm failing to understand why that's not working, but I've looked into it for a while and I can't find anything. So, we're just going to leave that for now and go on to the next thing, which is, sorry about that, guys. The next thing is we're going to try and muscle the footer into a bit of shape, because at the moment, if we look, and just scroll down to the bottom, we've got this kind of mismatch of stuff. That copyright thing is actually in the footer, but it's not showing up there, so we're going to deal with that. What we're going to do is we're going to take out the navigate, the called the thing that's starting the navigation for the footer. So we're going to say footer menu. We want no background, and instead we're gonna apply that background to the footer, because we want it to encompass the copyright symbol as well. So in this case, we can't just apply it to the nav like we did before, but we declared a footer. We declared up here that everything with a class of menu had a background, so that's why we need to specify background as none and override it. We're going to refresh, and as we expect, it does encompass all of the elements. We're going to do a few more things to it though. Firstly, we're going to force all the text to be centered. After we've done that, we're gonna decrease the size of the links a bit, because it's a secondary navigation, really, not. While we're at it, we're gonna get we're going to get rid of the margin around. So we're going to say the margin on the top is nothing, because that's already got margin. On the right is nothing. On the bottom, it needs to be what it already is. So no, sorry, it's got, yeah, the main content area's got padding of 10 pixels. So instead of 0, it needs to be minus 10 pixels. Minus 10 pixels. Sorry, the top one needs to stay as default, so then that needs to be 0, and the rest of them need to be minus 10 pixels. I'm gonna make the font size a lot smaller as well, because like I said, it's a secondary navigation. And yeah, that's good. We've got rid of the border, and it's made the text smaller, but it hasn't made the link smaller, and that's what I really wanted to target. So we're gonna just alter our call a little bit. We're gonna change that from being there to, we're gonna add it in, but we're going to add it to footer paragraph elements, but also links. Oh, pixels. We're also going to get rid of the change in the line height. Normal. The links still aren't being targeted, I don't. And those links still Oh, it's because we've defined it down here, so that will trump that. So we just need, we can set that so that it only applies to the header, just to clarify what we're doing. That's a lot smaller and a lot less intrusive. I'm pretty pleased with that for a secondary navigation. And next, we're gonna deal a bit more with this primary navigation because it's looking a little bit unwieldy. Firstly, when you're on a page in WordPress, WordPress itself automatically adds a class of current page item, so you can add current navigation highlighting based on that. So we're just going to say anything on the page that has a class of current page item. Give it a font weight change. And also a bottom border. So we're on, if so we now go to the home page. That's a daft example because I am in there. But if we go to the about page, what's going on in our page PHP file? Well, for one thing, we haven't got see. This is when theming for WordPress with all these include can get annoying because you forget what you put where. And then that's all set, but we've not got a current page highlighting. So let's work out why that. I'm not sure. I think we'll leave it there for this video because it's getting a bit long, and I'll look into it and see. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. Feel free to check out my website with the link down below if you wish. I feel like we've come a long way in this tutorial. We've got the core layout sorted, and it looks really good. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.